Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us this morning. My name is Ryan Betts. I'm the Manager of Public Safety Education with the Office of the Fire Marshal and Emergency Management, and I am your MC for this morning's event. This week, October 8th to 14th, is Fire Prevention Week, which was initially established to commemorate the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. Every year, the National Fire Protection Association, NFPA, establishes a theme based on top fire safety concerns. I'd like to recognize that we have the NFPA Canadian Regional Director, Shane Mintz, and the NFPA Public Education Advisor for Canada, Laura King, in attendance with us today. This year's theme for Fire Prevention Week is Every Second Counts, Plan 2 Ways Out. A reminder for everyone to make sure they have prepared and practiced their home fire escape plan, to make sure they can safely escape if a fire occurs in their home. This is a very fitting theme because every year people in Ontario are needlessly killed or injured as a result of fire. All too often when there is no working smoke alarm and the family has not prepared or practiced a home fire escape plan. Fire and smoke move so fast that there's no time to figure out how to escape if a fire occurs in your home after the fire has started. Everyone needs to practice an escape plan before there's a fire so they can get out safely. This morning you will hear from three distinguished speakers. Sky Lorimer, Supervisor, Fire Investigation Services with the Office of the Fire Marshal and Emergency Management. Deputy Fire Chief Adam Eckhart with Welland Fire and Emergency Services. And Ontario Fire Marshal and Chief of Emergency Management, Ross Nichols. After they each say a few words, each speaker will be available for personal interviews. At this time, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Fire Investigation Supervisor, Sky Lorimer.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. The Fire Investigation Section of the Ontario Fire Marshal and Emergency Management has a responsibility to conduct fire and explosion investigations across the province of Ontario. These investigations tragically include fire fatalities that may have been prevented by the simple installation of properly working smoke alarms and the development and implementation of a home fire escape plan. Beside me are photographs that depict the devastation caused as a result of fire in a home. These photographs are taken from fire investigations that were conducted by our office. Both fires tragically resulted in loss of life. Both fires did not have working smoke alarms. Time is a critical factor in the event of a fire. Early detection by working smoke alarms, in conjunction with a home fire escape plan, are keys to surviving in the event of a house fire. In both of these fires, the respective municipal fire services responded within 4 minutes of the 911 call for service. Despite the best efforts of the fire services and their fast response times, the fire service may not be able to arrive in time to rescue you and your family in the event that a fire occurs in your home. Early detection by working smoke alarms and a home fire escape plan are the best defense for safe escape. It's your responsibility to ensure that you can safely escape your home prior to the arrival of the fire service. It's important to understand that we can prevent fires, keep practicing safe cooking habits, keep potential ignition sources such as matches and cigarettes out of the reach of children, be mindful to ensure that cigarettes are extinguished properly, don't leave lit candles unattended, blow them out prior to leaving the room or going to bed. Ensure that your home's heating system, such as furnaces, chimneys, electric baseboard heaters, and wood stoves, are properly installed and maintained. But that's not all. You need to install and maintain properly working smoke alarms to ensure that you have as much time as possible to safely escape if a fire does occur in your home. Consider the unique configuration and size of your home when deciding where to install smoke alarms. Finally, developing and practicing a home fire escape plan is crucial to making sure that everyone in your home knows how to get out when the smoke alarm sounds. As this year's theme for Fire Prevention Week reminds us, every second counts. In a fire, there's no time to spare. Feel free to reach out to your local municipal fire service for guidance and advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Lorimer. At this time, I'd like to call upon Deputy Fire Chief Adam Eckhart from Welland Fire and Emergency Services.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, everyone. On March 7th, 2017, the Oskluski family was sound asleep in their home, located in an established neighborhood in Welland, Ontario. The family of three, Ryan, Sarah, and their 11-month-old son, Lincoln, narrowly escaped the fire in their home with their two dogs. Just after midnight, the family was woken by their smoke alarms. Earlier in the evening, ashes from the wood-burning fireplace were placed in a metal container on the rear porch. The wind spread these hot ashes, catching the exterior of the home on fire. As the fire grew, it burned through the wall and began to spread through the house, activating the smoke alarms. When the smoke alarm sounded, the family scrambled to collect themselves and exit the burning home. They made their way to the front yard and contacted the neighbors for help. Their home had a monitored smoke alarm system, and the fire department was already called. When firefighters arrived, they met Ryan on the front yard. He confirmed that his whole family made it out safely and that no one was in the house. Firefighters could focus on extinguishing the fire and quickly controlled the $100,000 blaze. When firefighters, unfortunately, the family could not join us here today because they're busy at work and living their day-to-day lives. They are not fatal fire statistics that we see in our investigations, all because of working smoke alarms. The family wanted me to reinforce the importance of having working smoke alarms on every level of the home and to have a home escape plan. Working smoke alarms saved this family. Since the fire, they have recognized the importance of having a home escape plan, in addition to working smoke alarms. They have also purchased a home escape ladder and encourage others to test their smoke alarms monthly and practice their home escape plan. On a final note, the best thing for the fire department when we pull up to a house fire is to see the whole family safely outside. That provides us with a huge advantage in terms of being able to concentrate all of our efforts putting the fire out, instead of putting our firefighters at risk, sending them into burning houses to look for people. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Eckhart. At this time, I would like to call upon Ontario Fire Marshal and Chief of Emergency Management, Ross Nichols.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the media, Office of the Fire Marshal and Emergency Management staff, and many fire service friends who have joined us today. I'm pleased to be here with you this morning to launch Fire Prevention Week. Our theme for this year is Every Second Counts, Plan 2 Ways Out. This campaign highlights the importance of everyone taking personal responsibility for fire safety in their own homes. Fire departments in Ontario are among the finest in the world, but as good as they are at what they do, they can't prevent a fire from starting in your home. Fire and smoke can travel incredibly fast. So far this year, 61 people have died in fires in our province. Even though firefighters may respond very quickly, there's no guarantee they'll be able to arrive in time to rescue you and those you care about. The best thing Ontario residents can do to protect themselves and their families is not to give fire a chance to start in the first place. And if a fire does occur, make sure they have the earliest possible warning. This Fire Prevention Week, I'm asking Ontario residents to do two things. Firstly, make sure you have working smoke alarms on every story of your home and outside all smoking areas. Make that sleeping areas. This is not only a good idea, it's the law. In fact, the fire service recommends smoke alarms be installed in every bedroom as well. Secondly, develop a home fire escape plan with everyone in your household and practice it at least twice a year. If a smoke alarm sounds, everyone needs to know where to go and what to do. The Ontario Fire Service is doing everything it can to keep people safe from fire, but we can't do it alone. Ontario residents need to make fire safety a priority in their own home. Fire safety truly does begin with you. Thank you to Deputy Chief Eckhart for being here and telling us the story of the Oskluski family, which clearly illustrates the importance of having working smoke alarms. In our line of work, it's really nice to hear a good news story. Fire investigations performed by my staff provide valuable lessons and information that help us focus our efforts when developing resources and public safety messaging in support of campaigns like the one taking place this week. Thank you to the members of the Office of the Fire Marshal and Emergency Management Fire Investigation Services for sharing your knowledge and insight. Thank you to all the media representatives who've made time to attend this event. With your assistance, we'll get our fire safety messaging out to the public and make this province a safer place to live. Thank you to fire service representatives for coming today. I know that you had a difficult time getting here, and we appreciate you making the effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fire Marshal and Chief Nichols. I would just like to remind members of the media that our dignitaries are available for one-on-one interviews if the media is interested. And that concludes the formal portion of this morning's event. So thank you very much for your attendance, and make sure that we practice fire safety and no two ways out. Every second counts. Thank you.